Okay guys, I'm going to try and explain this to you in a video so that if you need to look back at this, you can. So what I first did was I took my picture of the still life that I want to use and I framed it to be a square. And then you guys should already be done with this bit, but you were supposed to, on newsprint, this thin paper, kind of sketch out where everything was and proportion it. It's supposed to be a quick kind of sketch, and then once you've done that, you're taping out the edge of your final piece. And then from there, I suggest you turn your picture on your phone black and white so you can really see the different values. And then after you've seen all the different values and you've put some of your shapes on your final piece and you're really drawing lightly so that you can go back in and erase, and you put your sketch, your final sketch on this summative project, then what you're going to do is pay attention to color. This part of the project is for a grade, so you'll do a value scale with your darkest to your lightest here, and then you'll go in and choose colors that match each value. So what I did is I played with a couple different colors and put them in a value scale way. And when I say value scale, I mean dark to light. So if you see, this is my first try here, and I realized that this blue was actually lighter than this green. So I went in and redid it and lined up my darkest value with the darkest value on my value scale. And I did it this way. And then what I did is I looked at my reference photo compared to my sketch over here on the final piece of paper with my tape. And I found that my darkest value, looking at this whole reference photo, is right here and here and in here. So that's what I started with, is I took my value, this color, based on this scale. Now you can choose any color you want. I went with cool colors, but like, let's say you want to do a mix of cool and warm colors. So this is maybe this purple would be my darkest value. And then I would go with this as my lightest value. And then we want 6 different ones just to be safe. Maybe use that. Ooh, this is fun. So you kind of play with what colors you like, and then you put them in this order of darkest to lightest, next to 6 different values. And then you'll look back at your reference photo and start applying those values where you see them on your reference photo. And that's how you'll end up with a very colorful, unique art piece. And I would play around with a couple different colors. I went with all cool colors, but if you Google some color schemes, that might give you some inspiration to kind of work from. But what we don't want is, we don't want you to go in and this vase is maroon, so I'm going to color it maroon. We want you to make creative choices, and the easiest way to do that is to create this value scale and then find that matching value. So when I go in to color this vase, I'm going to use this green color. So please make sure you're working that way, and also make sure you're covering the whole space here so that you don't see any white coming through. And then in the end, we'll rip off the tape very neatly, very slowly, and we'll have a nice, beautiful border around our still life. Thanks, behave for the sub.